MaxSpeedTV would like to thank our partners here at MaxSpeedTV, starting with the Colby Eye Paints. If you're in the market for a new paint job for your car, check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Need a replica paint of your real-life car? Colby's Eye Paints has you covered. Check out Colby Eye Paints on Facebook. Also by Hershey Design. Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphics shop. If you're in need of an iRacing paint, league, team, or business logo, or want the logo on some sweet swag, hit up Orion at the Hershey Design Company. You can find them on Facebook by searching HERSHY Design Company. Also by the Sim Speed Shop, simspeedshop.com. You can check them out for all your iRacing sim needs. Ohio IndyCar League jumping on board this season with as an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. They are also accepting not just patrons from Ohio, but from all over. Also, iBog for all your iRacing broadcast overlay graphics done specifically by Jason Allison, one of the masters at it. So thank you to Jason. And also, last but not least, Wise Guys. You can check them out at Reverb Nation. That is spelt with a Z. So check them out on Reverb Nation. We would like to thank all of the sponsors at MaxSpeedTV and partners. Welcome, race fans. We are back this week here at Auto Club with the SRA CeremoniesSpeedShop.com Gen 6 series. I want to make sure I'm getting the right series there. And I'll tell you what, this looks like a fantastic race setting up here for tonight. So, but I do have my good buddy in the booth here, Jeff Dodson. Welcome, Jeff.
Yep, great to be here, Rudy, and should be a fun race tonight, these SRA guys. Gen 6 at Auto Club. Should be a good one here, and we know these guys can always just drive these cars spectacularly around this raceway. And one thing I'm kind of looking forward to tonight, Rudy, is their fuel mileage. Here at this racetrack, we've seen some guys at SRA pull something out of the hat once before where they've made it only on one stop. But with that stage being implemented in this time, I don't think it's going to quite work out that way. But...
Right.
You never know. We'll see what happens.
Yes, sir, depending on caution. All right. Well, let's run down through the points here while we got a minute. David Shutt still holding on to the points lead with 244 points. Right behind him, Jake Nichols, 12 points back. Ben Nelson was not here last week, so kind of dropped back 35 points behind the leader right now. Nate Trito tied with him in fourth. Zoltan Hertzeg moved up to fifth place, 38 points back. Bobby Zielinski picked up he was the biggest mover. I think he picked up 7 or 8 positions, and he is 51 points behind the leader. Delonte Ballard in seventh, 55 points back. Garrison Hogan in eighth, 60 points back. Tyler Sifford in ninth, 62 points back, and Kyle Trudell rounding out the top 10, 63 points behind the leader, David Shutt. Jeff?
Bobby Cheney's in 11th place in points. He's 65 points behind the leader. And behind him, we've got a tie. It's Bryce Senesac and Robert Burris are tied for 12th. They're 75 points behind the leader. Nicholas Caressel's in 14th. He's 91 points behind the leader. Brett Pancari is in 15th. He's 100 points back. Sean Williams is in 16th. He's 101 points back. Brad Bothwell is tied with Stephanie Lessentine for the 17th position, and they're 107 points back. Aaron Cummings is 19th in points. He's 109 back. And then Tyler Ducharme is rounding out your top 20, and he's 118 points back from David Shutt.
Very good, very good. All right, looking at the race analytics here tonight, a little bit of wind out there blowing looks like from the northeast toward the southwest. 65-degree air temperature, 95-degree track temperature. They're going to be doing 100 laps here. That's 200 miles. Tire window roughly around 40 to 50 laps. Fuel window about 45 to 55 laps. But first stage, we were just talking about that. The first stage being on lap 40 is going to kind of change things up quite a bit. Pit road speed, 55 miles an hour. All right, folks, no other races on tap here for anybody tonight on MaxSpeedTV. So coming up tomorrow night, we do have the USRA Truck Series, the RFC Xfinity Series, and also the NORC iRacing Series will be starting tomorrow night too as well. So make sure you guys tune in. Lots of racing coming up tomorrow night here on MaxSpeedTV. Oh, hey, thanks, Chemo. Yeah, that was just kind of a last-minute deal there where decided to race. I mean, literally the last-minute deal. It was like, hey, I'm in that league. I could run in that, and I'm off tonight. So I went in. I had a good time. I kind of laid back a little bit too long, I think, but kept getting caught up in everybody else's mess, and but I had fun. It was fun. Ooh, close Cressel up against the wall there. All right, about 2 minutes left in practice here, and then we're going to head over to play the national anthem, kick things off, and be back right after that with qualifying. All right, folks, we're going to step away and play the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying underway.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we're back. Qualifying's underway here. Open qualifying. So they do get to go out here and use a little draft, which will kind of reflect their times a little bit. But we should see times as fast as we've seen in practice, or maybe even faster. Well, folks, make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time here. We'd appreciate that very much. You can check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com for the full schedule here at MaxSpeedTV, and also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. And we are on Twitter as well. You can follow us on Twitter. You can look up either Rudy Cummings, me, or look up MaxSpeedTV. We're on Twitter. Well, so far Jake Nichols is on the top of the leaderboard. No surprise there, but Ben Nelson.
Nope.
Ben Nelson's struggling right now just to try to get a good lap in. He'll get it. I mean, he will.
He will. Yeah.
He always does.
He always does, yeah, but he wasn't here last week, so I think, Rudy, since that was the case, he's probably wanting to get redemption here and try to get a reprieve and get up here and get a best qualifying position that he can so he can try to be good in the race and not have to try to worry about too many people up front racing around him. So I think we might see him maybe try to go for a good time here.
True. Very true. Well, I think turn 4 is going to be kind of ugly here tonight. I don't know. Guys seem to be really struggling with turn 4. There's Ben Nelson going around to complete a lap. Let's see what he does. Got her wound out. That was his out laps. Let's see what he does on his first lap.
Like we got about 23 drivers. I kind of thought maybe there was going to be a few more than that here tonight, but 23, that's a pretty good sized field. Nicholas Kressel just totaled the Somewhere Saloon car out right there. Oh, that was horrible. Yeah, Tyler Sifford and Nicholas Kressel both sporting the Somewhere Saloon paint jobs on their cars tonight for the Somewhere Saloon. So everybody there at Kansas City, Colorado, Somewhere Saloon. Hello from MaxSpeedTV, Jeff Dotson and Rudy Cummings in the booth here. And hopefully we keep you entertained tonight. Hopefully enjoy the show. I think it's going to be a good one. Yeah, the car's painted there by Lucid Dreaming Entertainment. Unleashed Graphics by Drea. Yeah, that's who painted them, Drea Lopez. And what a painter. Absolutely amazing paints he puts on cars. I've seen a lot of them. Well, hope we see you tomorrow night for the NORC season. They start up tomorrow night. They're going to be restarting their season in the trucks. And they'll be on Daytona 07. Rough, bumpy track of Daytona 07. But that'll be fun because it'll be really good racing. A lot of passing going on. Hey, Aaron, better pick it up a ton. He's almost eight tenths off of the pace. Holy smokes. Him and Koulibaly back there. That's a lot to be off the pace. You know, I could see 4 or 5 tenths, but 8 tenths, ooh, that's a lot. He's gonna definitely be going a lap down if they stay green all the way to the first stage. Be a lap down. They pick up a lot of speed here, well over 200 mile an hour on the straightaways in the draft. Oh, don't worry, Joe. I will. Don't worry, buddy. Oh, yeah, when they go 3 wide, you betcha. We'll light that mic up. All right, about 1 minute and 45 seconds left in qualifying. That's just about wrapping up qualifying here. Looks like Ben Nelson is going to take the pole away from Jake Nichols. And actually, I am kind of surprised about that. I really thought Jake was going to hold on to that pole, but I mean, it's not a surprise that Ben took it from him. But what I'm saying is that I really thought Jake was going to hold on to it. By the way, Ben was struggling to get a lap in there, but he managed to get a good lap in and beat him by 33 1/1000ths of a second. So that's pretty healthy.
Well, as I said there before qualifying started, Rudy, we knew since Ben Nelson didn't make it last week, he was going to try his best to give it his best effort this week to try to regain some points. And look at what he's doing now, stepping it up and doing exactly what he needs to do.
You betcha. Now, Joe does an amazing job. I'll tell you what, man. I tune in for Joe's. I usually always tune in and say hello and watch for a little bit. And yep, he does an amazing job. All right, it looks like we may have another driver, a couple more drivers come in, I guess. Up to 25 drivers now. Very good. That'll be a nice sized field. All right, qualifying's over. Let's get them on the starting grid here. All right, the MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Ben Nelson with the pole with a 39.387. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Jake Nichols on the outside of the front row. There's a big surprise, huh, Jeff? Those two are battle all the time. He'll be starting in second place. In row 2, Nate Trito and Freddie D. In row 3, Cody Miller, Zoltan Herczeg. Row 4, Bobby Cheney, Delonte Ballard. In row 5, Bobby Zielinski and David Shutt. Yeah.
Yep, Brett Pincari will start 11th, and Robert Burris will start 12th. Jason Hogan will start 13th, Tyler Sifford 14th. Ethan Kurtz will start 15th, Ryan Hunt in 16th. Bryce Sinasak will start 17th, with Stephanie Lessentine starting in 18th. Nicholas Caressel will start 19th, and Brad Bothwell will start in 20th. 21st is Aaron Cummings. James Coolboy will start 22nd. Sean Williams will start 23rd. Femi Olat in 24th, and rounding out the field in 25th is Josh Robin.
Very good, very good. Yeah, boy, that's pretty amazing. The way these guys they've turned some great laps at great qualifying times. One thing I did want to note: David Shutt. Now I forgot to look to see where he was starting from, but he is
10th.
10th, okay, starting from the 10th position. That is our points leader. Only 12 points ahead of Jake Nichols. So Jake's got a little bit of work to do to pass him up. But this is only race 7. We've got four more races. 4 more races before the chase starts. So they've got, a little bit of time yet. But boy, you got to use that valuable time and effort in every race to try to do the best you can to stay at the top of that leaderboard.
Oh, of course. This is the point in the season, Rudy, where these drivers that's in the top of the points need to make sure they don't miss a race, make sure they hit their marks every time they're in the race, and make sure that a lot of, stuff doesn't pop up like, running through your pit box or something like that. Any little mistake like that can cost you the race and cost you valuable points.
You bet. You bet. Well, I'm curious to see who's going to lead the first lap out of these front two. That's going to be pretty cool.
Well, we always know, Rudy, that Jake and Ben, when they're around one another, they always battle tooth and nail. So I think it's going to be kind of interesting here to see which one of these two guys can, lead that first lap. And it's just going to be I guess you could say a crapshoot for the, most part of it, because we don't really know which one of those two guys is going to get it, but one of them will.
Well, we're about to find out because they're coming around here to take the green flag, folks. We're looking for lap 40 for the first stage. Field not tightening up very good yet. Everybody's kind of they know it's a long race. 40 laps is a long race. Pace car's in. Ben Nelson waiting on that green flag.
Green, green, green.
And there they go. We're underway here at Auto Club tonight for the SRA CimSpeedShop.com Gen 6 Series. Wow, look at them. Already 3 wide back here. Holy smoke!
Well, we know it doesn't take these drivers at SRA long to make it 3 wide.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, Ballard.
Wow.
I don't know. Wow, Ballard was up on the high side there for a minute.
Man, I think they're going 4 wide back
Oh
there. Man,
my
almost.
God, look at this. 4 wide, folks. There's still 3 wide. Ballard on the outside. Oh my God.
Wow.
Zielinski up the middle.
But it looks like our question of who's going to lead the first lap is about to get answered, and it's going to be Jake Nichols.
Wow. A little blocking going on there by Bobby Cheney.
Yeah.
Oh,
man, he just got wiggly.
Zielinski goes clear to the bottom to get away from Cheney. Man, and Jake Nichols, yes, he did lead the very first lap. But Ben's in conservation mode, I can tell you that right now. Nate Trito. Freddie D, and here comes Zoltan Herzeg to the inside. Zoltan extremely fast this season. Man, I'm telling you. And Ben Nelson now looking to pass, and he does pass, but he does pass the line. So he did not get credit for leading that lap just yet. Nate Trito now to the inside of Jake Nichols for second. Wow, I'm telling you, man, these guys put it in there 3 and 4 wide already. Jake Nichols still on the high side. And here comes David Shutt into the picture already. Started 10th, Jeff, and is already into 5th. He is not wasting any valuable time at all. And there are 3 wide behind him here. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, we're about to go 4 wide. Oh my!
I believe they are going 4 wide.
Oh,
no.
For a second there.
Galanta was trying to make it look like to go 4 wide, but he backed out of that, and I think that's what he needed to do there, because they did not need to go 4 wide diving into turn 1.
Yeah, and he's chasing that. That car was extremely loose going into turn 1 right there, so he is, wow, he is really battling that car right now. And on the outside of him, Robert Burris. Zielinski gets into 6th, and he's looking to pass David Shutt on the inside for 5th. Man, a little excitement there for a while. Oh.
Yeah. Still some excitement up front as we see Ben Nelson and Jake Nichols battling out here. Jake looking to the inside of Ben once again, but didn't really have enough momentum to really kind of get a run on him there. But he's also trying to keep Nate Trito behind him as well, as Nate's trying to get up there.
Yes, he is. And he is, man, I'll tell you what, Nate's putting it on today. He is not laying back at all, man. He is really turning it on.
He is, and now another one's turning it on here. Zoltan Herzeg as he's trying to pass Nate Trito now.
And yes, he is. He's right beside him. See these guys battling side by side at the start-finish line. Wow, and Zoltan's not giving up on that either, but Nate's got that upper line. Oh, wow, Nate got a little loose right there, but he hangs on to it. Man, I'm telling you, these guys know how to put on a show, don't they?
They do, yeah.
And Shutt's still holding off Zielinski. They're pulling away a little bit now from Cody Miller. Cody's back here. Actually, Bobby Zielinski's protege here a couple of years ago, a couple of seasons ago. Cody picking up, actually losing a couple positions, but he's staying ahead of Freddie D for right now. Bobby Cheney, 9th place for him.
Yeah, Bobby's actually lost a couple positions from the start, too.
Hey, Becky's in chat. Hey, Becky, how you doing? Freddie D. Gonna pass up Cody Miller. Everything is staying pretty much the same in the front right now. Bobby Zielinski kind of boxed in right here behind Zoltan and David Shutt. As Shutt looks to the inside of Zoltan for that position. Not able to get it. Zoltan comes back really good on the outside. Shutt going into turn 3 really hard this time. Driving it in there like he stole it. He might have got something on that. I don't know. No. Oh, wow. Almost contact. Zoltan got a little tight right there in the corner. And that cost him that position. Here comes Zielinski to the bottom. Oh, he slides it in there. Almost gets into Shutt. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Man, I'm telling you. And he lost that position back to Zoltan. So Zoltan goes back into 5th. But, man, the big mover here, David Shutt, coming from 10th place up to the 4th position. That, man, I'm telling you what, that car's got to be hooked up really well here tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, it really looks like it is, too.
Good night, I'm telling you. Bobby Cheney getting around Cody Miller. Cody going back to 9th. Ballard rounds out the top 10, only dropping a couple of positions. Ryan Hunt now moving from 16th up to 11th, so he is another one of the big movers. Bryce Senesac hanging on to 12th. Tyler Sifford, there you go. Tyler running in the 13th position right now. I'm sure we'll see him up closer to the front as the race goes on. Robert Burris in 14th after starting 12th. Brett Pancari in 15th. Let's get back up to the front here. I don't want to miss any of this good racing, man. These guys are really putting on a show for us here tonight, man. I'm telling you, where can you go find better racing than what they've been doing already in this race?
Yeah.
In 10 laps, the racing that we have seen has just been off the chain.
It has. These guys are racing like it's the last lap of the race. They're kind of starting to spread out a little bit now and kind of calm down as I am starting to notice the front pack is starting to single file.
All right, let's go back and check on Stephanie Lessentine. A lot of folks have been following Stephanie and rooting her on. She's had some pretty rough season again this season starting out, but she's going to get passed up by Femi Olat. Femi coming from 24th position, almost dead last on the field, already into the 16th place. Garrison Hogan, 18th, and he passes up. He's trying to pass Stephanie. Ethan Kurtz, Josh Robin actually was the started at the tail of the field. He was 25th. Now he's into 20th. Nicholas Kressel, the other Somewhere Saloon car. Kind of a little bit of a break back to him. And but I don't know if we can get down there a little closer. You'll be able to see that Somewhere Saloon car painted. I'm not sure if Nicholas painted that one or if Drea painted that one. I know I have to ask that every week, but it's just a beautiful looking car, though, I can tell you that. The other one is the Tyler Sifford's car, the Somewhere Saloon car. Whoa. On the wrong guy there. Tyler Sifford, there you go. Unleashed Graphics by Drea. Beautiful looking car right there. Wow, is he ever driving the wheels off of that thing right now. Dang. All right, back up front, Jake Nichols. Just keeping a safe distance there from Ben Nelson, not letting Ben get too close. Watch the speeds down this backstretch, folks. Unbelievable speeds. About 195 going into turn 3, but I think on the front stretch they hit over 200. This is kind of like a Michigan, you know, the sister track to Michigan, 2-mile oval. All right, there's 200, 206 I seen going into the corner. Just about the same as they do at Michigan, about 206 mile an hour going into turn 1. Pretty crazy. Well, Jeff, I know it's early, but Man, the way things are going right now, I think we ought to do a little crank it up to get everybody's blood boiling. What do you think?
Sounds like a good idea to me. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Wow, how did that not bring out a caution? Freddie D went sideways into the corner, and that did not bring out a caution? You got to be kidding me. Let's go back and take a look at that real quick while they're still running here. Let's see what happened.
Didn't bring out a caution.
I know he was totally sideways. I don't get that. That was, I think, coming out of turn 2. I'm not sure if there was contact there between him and Zoltan Herzeg, or if he just did it on his own. He might have been trying to chase the car. Oh, no. He was trying to keep it off of Zoltan. Oh, man, that's not a very good view. Dang it. And he got into the wall. Man, I do not know. He was totally sideways with that car. Ah, well, that, I think he took it behind the wall there, folks. So, yep. So, race continues, and Freddie D exited the room. Wow. I hate it for him. But he did a good job of keeping it off of Zoltan really well. I hate it for him. Doggone it. I wonder if we could get him. Yeah, let me grab him real quick. Freddie D, you got a copy?
Yeah.
What happened there, Freddie?
Oh man, I lost the back end there and try to correct it.
Oh my gosh. Well, you're out of the race. You're not going to even try to continue, huh?
No, the car's destroyed.
Oh, brother. Oh, man. I hate it for you, man. That's not good. So.
Yeah, man. Great race car I had.
Yeah, I know. It seemed very fast, but, you know, I mean, you were keeping up with them guys and racing with Zoltan like that. That was pretty amazing. What do you think of some of these guys out here, man? They were going 3 and 4 wide on lap 2.
Yeah, just the way people race. So, no.
Hey, unbelievable, man. That was great. Some great racing. Well, yeah. sorry about your bad luck there, buddy.
Yeah,
Go enjoy the rest of your. Sound like you're eating dinner, so go eat your dinner, and we'll catch you next week.
All right, Rudy.
All right. Wow, what a bummer for Freddie D out of the race already. Ah. That's a bummer.
Yeah, it really is.
Zoltan. And I'll tell you what, he's put a little distance on Bobby Zielinski. Bobby, it looked like he may be struggling with a little bit of... Looked like the car might have been a little bit loose going into the corner. He's actually losing quite a bit. He's 3/4 of a second behind Zoltan now. closed up a little bit there, maybe a tenth, but not much. Bobby Cheney, 7th place, is quite a ways back here behind these guys. Running about 3.8 seconds behind the leader now. Man, I'll tell you what, that was some exciting stuff, wasn't it? Cody Miller back into 8th. And Ballard. Wow, that car was sideways coming out of turn 2. They're just trying to hang on for another 17 laps here before the stage caution. That's the whole thing right now, just trying to hang on to what they have. And Jake Nichols trying to come out of here with those stage points. Try to get as many points as he can. And, you know, it's kind of like a twofold purpose there, too. You know, he's not only trying to stay ahead of Ben Nelson in the points, but he's also trying to get ahead of David Shutt. Now, David's 12 points ahead of him coming into tonight, but if Jake gets these stage points and leads the most laps here tonight, gets a win, he'll easily take over the points lead from David Shutt. I guess we lost Jeff. Yep, Jeff's gone. I know he's been having some mic problems lately.
And internet.
And internet, okay.
I think it's fine now.
Okay,
But,
David Shutt coming up on Nate Trito. Wow, Nate, man, he used that whole track to come out of turn 2 right there.
He did.
Man, I'm telling you, he was right up against the wall. And that's what you got to do. I mean, you know, the only way you're going to be fast is you got to use that whole track to your advantage. And that's what the hard part is when somebody's trying to pass you and you can't use that whole track. See, there was a big wiggle coming out of 4, but he kept his foot right in it. You just have to steer out of it. Hey, what we'll do? Let's ride along here with Nate Trito. Let's just watch him driving this car. You'll see him right and left, trying to hold on to that car. Little drafting down the backstretch here, little bump drafting going on between him and David Shutt. Shutt coming from, I think that was what, 14th or 10th? 10th up to 3rd now. Almost unheard of to get that many positions this early in the race, you know, because everybody's got new tires and everybody's feeling pretty froggy out there, you know. And here he goes, looking to the inside. Not going to do it, though. Nate drops it down to the bottom. And, boy, side by side with them. Oh, my gosh. He gets a little tight in the corner, though. Right along with David Shutt once and see what he does. Now, he's trying to get it down there on the bottom so Nate Trito can't get down there on the bottom. And that gives...
caution.
Oh, we got a caution. Oh, my gosh. Okay, let's go see if we can find where
Josh Robin.
Oh, no. And he was running so good, too. Let's go see what happened here. All right, seemed okay here. Oh, it might have been some net coating right there off of the number 20 of Ethan Kurtz, because all of a sudden that car just kicked to the right, almost like somebody hit him. And it looked like he might have had it saved, but then the car kicked right again. What the heck? What happened there? Boy, he hit the wall pretty hard. It looked like he had it saved. But oncoming traffic. And this is just short of the first stage, folks. So everybody is going to come to pit road here and freshen up them tires. Everybody's kind of tired of driving on them old tires like that, you know. Flip sliding away, as I always say. Well, let's see who's going to be the first one off of pit road. Like Jake Nichols going to be out first, and oh man, I think David Shutt was out second. Yes, David Shutt out second place, beat Ben Nelson off of pit road. And that is very highly unusual right there, because Ben Nelson's always on his marks in pit road, and he was a little slow. He was about 1.1 seconds slower than David Shutt. So that was just enough to get David out second and Ben out third. Wow. Okay, who's going to be your first victim here, Jeff?
Well, David Shutt, you got a copy?
Yes, I do. What's going on?
Oh, not much, but man, tell us about that lightning fast pit stop you just had to get you out there in second.
Yeah, it was all the work of pit crew. Had a good first run there, picked up a couple spots. It's going to be a real short run here to the stage at lap 40. So it's just going to be as hard as we can go this run, and then we'll figure out what to do to the finish.
Yeah, well, we know Ben Nelson's looking for a reprieve since he missed last week, so we know he's going to be breathing right down your back bumper, and then you've got Jake Nichols in front of you. So what do you have in store for these guys to try to keep Ben behind you and get around Jake?
I don't know. It's going to be initial restart. Whoever gets into turn 1 first, I think, is going to have an advantage. So I'm not sure. We're not going to back down, though. We're going to give it everything we got.
All right. Well, thanks for talking with us here, David, and good luck until you get to the stage.
Thanks.
All righty.
Well, I hear a lot of confidence in David's voice there, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rightfully so. You don't get to be the points leader without having a lot of confidence, you know.
Oh, not at all.
And you know, driving these new Camaros, I think, man, I'm telling you what, I like these new Camaros. They're pretty awesome. We got 2 Camaros, 1, 2.
Yep.
And another one
and
in
a Toyota, then a Camaro.
Yep.
Then a Ford, then a Camaro, Toyota, and I don't know what Delante's driving. Is he in a Toyota?
I think he is in a Toyota.
No, he's in a Chevy.
Is he? Huh?
Yeah. Then Ryan's in a Chevy. Jimmy's in a Chevy. Garrison's in a Toyota. I'm not seeing too many Fords out here. So far, the only Ford I see is Zoltan. I think Bobby Zielinski's in a Chevy, yeah. Bryce is in a Toyota. Brett's in a Chevy. Stephanie's in the Chevy. Ethan's in the Chevy. Bressel's a Chevy. Brad's a Chevy. Sean's a Chevy. James is a Chevy. Aaron's a Chevy. Robert's a Chevy. Tyler's a Chevy. Josh is a Ford. Okay, so only 2 Fords out here. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. All right, lights are out on the pace car, and looks like Jake is going to start on the high side.
Yeah, interesting.
Well, that might be a good call, because
might be.
You know, you heard David Shutt say that. Here's the thing with that. Okay, if you're on the outside, you're starting second, and you're on the outside, you can actually pass the leader before the start finish line. But if you're on the inside, you cannot.
Oh.
So, you know, that means David Shutt couldn't jump the start there and get a good start. He's got to, if he gets by Jake Nichols before they cross the finish line, he will get a black flag for passing under yellow. So yeah, it's kind of a weird rule, but it is pretty cool. So this is a good call by Jake Nichols, starting on the outside. He needs that to dive that down into the corner there in turn 1. And have that lead, get that lead, and hold on to it ahead of David.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you can kind of say Jake Nichols is using that rule to his advantage.
Sure. We'll get him going here, Jeff.
All right, we'll do. All right, pace car heads into pit road. There's a green flag. We're back underway here at Auto Club for the SRA Sim Speed Shop Cup Series. And a good restart there for Jake Nichols, and he did exactly what he needed to do. But David Shutt didn't get the restart he had hoped for. As you see, Nate Trado got around him, and now more companies trying to get around him here as we see Ben Nelson and Zoltan Herczeg racing with one another.
Yeah, that was not the restart David Shutt anticipated right there.
No.
I think he was hoping that he could actually get that jump, but Nate Trito drove by on the outside, took that position away from David Shutt. Now Ben Nelson and David Shutt battling here for third. Zoltan Herczeg in 5th place looking on. Up into the top 6 now, Bobby Cheney. Delonte Ballard 7th. Oh, Shutt getting passed up. Zoltan Herczeg now getting by him. Oh my gosh, Shutt's going backwards. What?
He is, yeah.
He is going backwards. Ben Nelson now to the inside of Zoltan. That'll be a good match. Zoltan takes it to the high side to get that run off of the corner. Comes down in front of Ben Nelson. Using that draft to his advantage. And he's going to beat him going into the corner here, taking over 3rd spot. Ben and David still side by side. And Bobby Cheney still in 6th place. And he is just, man, he just does not know what to do right now. He's just sitting there boxed in.
Yeah.
There, Ben finally goes to the high side, and Bobby Cheney drives it into 3 hard.
Yes, he does.
They're side by side, and he is not giving up an inch of real estate to Ben Nelson. Wow, what a run for Bobby Cheney tonight. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Ben Nelson saying, man, what did I do wrong here? Man, I was up there like in 3rd or 4th a minute ago, and now he's clear back to 6th.
Yeah.
Bobby Cheney made that pass look very good. Ballard to the inside now. Holy smokes. I know Ben's probably trying to save a little tire right now, but golly, man, that'll be hard to come back from. Trito still hanging on, not far from Jake Nichols. Jake wants this stage win. Boy, this would mean the world to him right now in the points. Grabbing 10 points, and with David Shutt the points leader back in 4th, sure he'll still get some points, but Jake would get 10 and David Shutt would get 7. So that would be three points taken off of Jake's total points there that he's behind. But it ain't over yet. It ain't over till the large lady sings.
Nope.
I can't believe Ben Nelson is battling this hard here with Delonte Ballard. Ballard is, man, I'm telling you, they've been going out of here for quite some time.
They have.
Femi Olat now moves into the 9th place after starting 24th. Clearly the biggest mover out there right now. I never count out Femi. He's always got a rabbit in his hat, I'll tell you.
That he does.
He can always pull a great finish out of a poor qualifying effort or a no qualifying effort. I think sometimes he just doesn't qualify just so he can march up through the field like this, because you know he's always fast. Everywhere we go, he can drive these Gen 6s, man. He is great with these cars. Bobby Zielinski to the outside of Delonte Ballard at the line. I think he might have had him at the line, but that race ain't over yet. Ballard was battling there side by side with Ben Nelson for a while, but Ben got clear of him. Only got 2 laps to go, and Jake Nichols with almost a 4/10 of a second lead over Nate Trito. One more lap to go. 2 more miles for Jake Nichols to bring home that stage win. I'll let you talk to him there when we get to the stage.
Alrighty.
And while I get some other things done here, some other duties. But man, what a fantastic effort here by Jake today. He's going to lead 37 laps out of that 40 laps. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Golly, man, I can't believe it. I think, I don't even know who the other leaders were, but man, that's amazing. All right, right there at the line, it's going to be Jake Nichols for the stage win. Congratulations to him.
The yellow flag is out.
That is our stage 1 winner, folks, right there, Jake Nichols. Wow, what a run for Jake Nichols, man, I'm telling you. Well, they'll come around here and get the caution, folks. Get caught up to the pace car, they'll come in, but in the meantime, if you want to go ahead and talk to him.
Jake Nichols, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, congratulations, man. You're our stage winner tonight here. So tell us how it feels. You led 37 of the 40 laps.
It feels pretty good. I think we got a really good car here, the Sim Speed Shop Camaro. Hopefully we keep it out front. Getting used to things with a new headset here tonight, so we've just been trying to stay focused here and get used to different sounds and everything. It's not that different, but you know, any little difference is noticeable. But we're running pretty good here, so as long as we just keep our track position, have good pit stops, I think we can win this race.
Excellent. Well, we've seen on the restart there that you chose to start on the outside, but which that's always the norm for this type of racetrack. But what's your thoughts overall on the racing itself? You know, the track temperature is not as hot as SRA fashion. You know, usually you guys have the track temperature up in the hundreds, and today it's only 96. So I'm pretty sure it doesn't feel as slick as most of the tracks in these races usually do. So with that being said, what's your thoughts on where you have to really run the track to get the best footing for the car to try to get the best passes and to get away from drivers?
Yeah, there's multiple ways to drive this track. You really got. I've been sending it into the corners, just hard in and also hard out. Sometimes once you get the tires worn out a little bit, you gotta change that up a little bit. You can't be just diving it in every single lap. You're just gonna hurt your tires and heat them up too much for the long run. But overall, it's pretty nice. I think we've had pretty good passing at least up here. I got around Ben after making a mistake early, so it should be interesting, no doubt. We'll see how the race plays out to see if it's going to be easy to pass or not late in the race.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Ben Nelson. He's kind of like your rival over here at SRA. He missed last week's race, so me and Rudy was saying he's probably on a redemption trail to try to get some points made up. So what's your thoughts on to try to keep him behind you? And even David Shutt, he's got a really fast race car too. So what's everything with that being said on trying to keep those guys behind you and go for the W here?
Yeah, you just got to be smart, got to be on your A game every single lap. One little mistake can lose you the lead and lose you a couple spots with how some of these races go. So definitely a lot of competition here. Ben and I have known each other for a while now, and we're always head-to-head. It's a good rivalry. We're good buddies off the track, but when we're on the track, we race each other so hard but clean. And I love doing that. I love racing these guys hard. It's always a blast, and I'm really looking forward to the last 60 laps here.
Awesome. All right, thanks for talking with us, Jake, and congratulations on winning the stage.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the race.
Pretty amazing run, I'll tell you. That young man right there he is going to go places in the sim racing world. I mean, you heard him say he got a new headset, so made sounds are a little different, and kind of throws you off a little bit for a bit until you get used to it. I noticed the other night when I was racing, Jeff, I haven't raced in a while, that the car sounds are totally different than what we hear outside the car. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
and getting used to that. I mean, I was just in the street stock, and those things sounded amazing.
Yep.
The street stocks, I mean, they just sounded amazing, those Camaros, you know. And so, but yeah, I can totally get what he was talking about, you know, changing up a headset like that, because I went from a kind of a cheaper headset to a really good headset, and I could not believe the sound quality difference. It's just amazing. So you know, I mean, you can't really relate that to the real world sound of the car, because, you know, real world, it's much louder. But in car like that, for a driver to experience what it feels like to actually hear the sounds of a car, hear rubber chunks hitting up underneath the car, and engine sounds, you know, when you back off and hit the throttle again, and, you know, it's just amazing how real it feels and how real it can sound.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, I'm not sure what he's planning on doing, whether he's going to start on the outside again or not. I don't know. You know, it worked out good for him last time, and now he's got his toughest competitor, one of his toughest competitors. I'm not going to say he is the toughest, but one of the toughest competitors out here, Ben Nelson, is going to be starting side by side with him this time. And our points leader, David Shutt, right behind him. Nate Trito, 4th place. Zoltan and Femi coming from way back in the field, 24th position, and is clear up into the 6th place now. Golly, man, that guy's on rails here tonight.
Yeah, he is.
Looks like Jake's going to start on the inside. Wow, I'm surprised at that. I'm actually really surprised at that. Maybe he hasn't thought that through yet. I don't know.
Why not?
I mean, it worked so good the last time. Why change it? You know?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I guess the drivers, they do what they want and do different things at different times. So.
Yep.
All right, folks. Lights are out on the pace car. We're getting ready to go back green here for the SRA CimSpeedShop.com Gen 6 Series. And this is stage 2 coming up now. They will have to make a pit stop here. I don't believe they can make it 55 laps. It would be pushing it. All so close. All so close. I really don't think they can go 55 laps here. This is a 2-mile track. Maybe 50, 51. But if a caution comes out, you never know. You might see somebody try to make it. All right, pace car's in. And there goes Jake. He's on the loud pedal. Good start. And they're going 2 and 3 wide back here again. Look at this. Oh, my gosh. It is a bee's nest. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Somebody got spun there. Who was that? Cody Miller.
And there's the caution.
Yes, sir. It looked like he almost had it saved, but...
Man, big pile up. A lot of drivers got collected in this one.
Somebody got into the back of him, or what happened here on that start? Let's see.
I went back and looked, and it looks like Ethan Kurtz pulled up the racetrack and clipped him. And, yeah, and that sent him around. And Stephanie Lesson team was involved. Looks like maybe Tyler Sifford was involved. Cody Miller.
Wow, did he ever? What was up with that?
Yeah,
Holy
I don't know.
And the 22 there of Stephanie Lessentine, she finishes the job off. Both of them, oh my gosh, synchronized spinning almost. Back up onto the track, Ethan Kurtz. Oh my. Oh, wow, that was close. Oh, she did gather up. Oh, who was that? That was Josh. No, that wasn't Josh. I think that was Ryan Hunt. I think they got caught up into that. Yeah, Ryan Hunt. Stephanie caught Ryan Hunt. More of them spinning there. James Coulibaly barely missing, but he spins to try to miss Ryan Hunt. So, man, yeah, you're right, man. A lot of cars caught up into that one.
Yeah.
Wow. Not what we want to see, but, you know, as these guys keep doing it, they have a couple more cautions like that, then they could probably make it the rest of the way on fuel.
Yep.
Tires. Ooh. Tires. All I can say is tires, tires, tires. Oh, you got that right, Becky. Yeah. Yeah, you get what you pay for. I agree. I agree. But, you know, I used to have a, believe it or not, when I first started doing this, I had like a $10 Walmart headset. I ain't lying. It was like $10 or $11 I paid for that. And, you know, and finally, when I got a good headset, I could not believe the difference in the quality of sound. It was like, oh my gosh, man, I've been missing that all this time. That good quality sound and, you know, the stereo sound. And
oh, yeah.
So, yeah,
I mean,
you definitely
the headset I have is a Turtle Beach headset. And, I mean, it has a button on it to where you can, let me see, I don't remember what it's for. Let me run through it here. Now, as it tells you what it is, like when you hit it. Okay, it has vocal boost, natural sound, bass boost, bass and treble boost. So, I mean, it has a lot of options for, you know, different, you know, kind of sounds. And like you said, Rudy, when you get one of those little, you know, cheapies from like a dollar store, it has like just the most scratchiest like sound it could ever have. So, I mean, you know.
Well, news here. David Shutt come down pit road.
Yeah.
Now, they really didn't even get one green flag lap in on them tires, but interesting. Like, yeah. Well, Stephanie Lessentine, Nicholas Kressel, Brad Bothwell on pit road, Cody Miller, and Josh Robin. All these guys on pit road.
Oh, what happened there? Okay.
Messing around now, you're going to get an echo.
Yep.
Put it back the way it was. Quit playing with it. Like a kid with a new toy now.
No.
Oh, that moved Femi Olat up to, what, 4th place now? Wow.
Yes.
Allard into the top 5. This is the highest we've seen Delonte today. And actually ahead of Zoltan Herzog now. Zoltan did not get off pit road like he had one of those bad pit stops like we see Zoltan have every now and then. Just did not have a good pit stop there coming off of pit road. So somebody that did, Bryce Senesac. There's one coming from 17th to 8th. He's on the move. Another one, Garrison Hogan, picking up a few positions. Robert Burris now into the top 10. Sean Williams, 11th. He started 23rd today, running in 11th. Got Taylor Swift into the 11th place. Awesome job for Sean Williams. Tyler Sifford in 12th. And the other Somewhere Saloon car, oh, where'd he go? Nicholas Gressel. Oh, he went up kind of high there. Okay. Aaron Cummings, 13th. Bobby Zielinski, 14th. Nicholas Kressel, 15th. Brett Punkari has drifted from 11th back to 15th. And Ryan Hunt. Now, Ryan, he actually got caught up into that and did get some damage, but he is back out there on the track. So, good for him. Brad Bothwell coming off of pit road. David Shutt just now coming off pit road. Could have been a bathroom break, maybe. You know, drivers got to take a pit stop now and then, too, you know, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, get them going here, brother. Lights are out.
All right, we'll do. All right, pace car's in. He's holding them back, but there's the green flag, and we're underway again here at Auto Club. And wow, we've got a couple cars back there. Man, what was that? Oh, they're wrecking.
Oh, they're wrecking again.
Oh, I seen that one car move out, and I was like, that didn't look like a good move to me, and it sure wasn't.
No, what the heck is
I believe that was David Shutt.
What is going on back here with these guys? Holy smokes.
I don't know, but it was David Shutt that did the move that I saw, and then it looked like Nicholas Caressel tried to go up and block him, and that hurt him.
Well, here we go, because they're getting ready to get the green. Yep, David, he goes to the outside, trying to make a bunch of moves. Oh, Nicholas Caressel comes up the hill. And he comes up and bounces off of David Shutt. Oh, my gosh. And that's where it all started right there. Nicholas Caressel's going to take Brad Bothwell out with him. Holy smokes. Oh, and the number 50, Ryan Hunt, gets spun around again. Oh, my gosh. And Cody Miller. These guys have just got their cars fixed up. Oh, my gosh. Oh, this is not good. This is not good, folks. Well, we're going to get it going again here. This is highly unusual for these guys. What the heck's going on out there? Stephanie, you're not going to retire. No, you're not going to retire. I'm not going to let you. I refuse to let you. You're not retiring. You hear me? You're not retiring. Repeat after me. I'm not retiring. You just got caught up in a bad place there. That's all. I mean, it wasn't your fault. I mean, you just got collected. It just happens. That's part of racing. Can't get frustrated by it. I know it's very frustrating sometimes, but you're not retiring. No, she's not retiring. No. No. Scratch that, chemo. Scratch that word retired off of her words there. She's not retiring. No, you're not, Stephanie. No, 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 no. Repeat after me. I'm not retiring. Just going to come back next week, and you'll be all good. You're going to have a good week next week. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. Well, don't put yourself near those cars. That's all. Just, stay ahead of them. You got to stay ahead of them. That's the whole secret. Stay way up ahead of them. Get up there in the top 10, and that way you're away from them. See? That's what you got to do. So you're not retiring. You'll be back next week. You'll be back next week, folks. If I got to go drag her into the car and get her in here, she's coming back next week. Come on, Stephanie. Hold your chin up, man. You got a lot of people rooting for you. You got a lot of fans in here that root for you every single week. They look forward to seeing you race out here on the track with these guys and showing them how it's done. So, and showing that, you got the guts to go out here and race with a bunch of guys like this here. That says a lot about you as a person. So keep your head up high. Come on. You're not retiring. Come back next week and show them how to do it. You're one of these days you're going to pull a win out. I'm going to tell you that right now. One of these days you're going to surprise everybody and pull a win out of this. Tell her, Chemo. Give her a couple crayons to chew on. She'll be good. See, Stephanie, look at all the fans you got in chat there. Now, come on, you can't let your fans down. Come on. Think about that. All right, lights are out, folks. We're going green next time by. We'll be restarting on lap 56 here in stage 2. Jake Nichols won the first stage, has led the most laps here today. And actually, Jeff, just to throw this out there, he has clinched the most laps led right now with 51. Nobody can top that.
That's great.
She probably left chat. She don't want to hear it. He's not retiring. Fake news, as Trump always says, fake news. Yep. Fake news. She's not retiring. All right, Jake Nichols, Ben Nelson on the front row. There you go. Tell him. Tell her, Ken. Tell her. Come on, folks. You don't want Stephanie to retire. Come on. Throw some nice words in there and show her some love. Here we go. Pace car heads to pit road. Jake Nichols, Ben Nelson. Let's see if Jake can hold him back this time. Nope, he's on the gas, and Delonte Ballard goes to the high side.
Wow.
Holy smokes, what a dive to the outside, and he's going to get the run.
And they're trying to go 4 wide again up front here. They're going 3 wide at least.
Oh, my gosh. Zoltan Herzog. Oh, Ballard, that's not going to work out too good. He went a little too high into the corner there. And he does not get that pass on Ben Nelson. He'll have to stand behind him, but now it's a drag race with Zoltan Herzog and Bryce Senesac. Man, where did Bryce Senesac come from? Man, this guy's like, he's driving like an alien right now. I was going to say he's driving like Bobby Zielinski, but Bobby is all the way back in 17th. Bobby's not having a good day so far today.
No.
Yeah, I understand that, Chemo, but we're not letting her retire. We're not. It ain't gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. I will be very upset if she retires. Very. I'll be disappointed. Trito, second place. Man, he's been battling up here inside this top 5 all day long. He's got the card today. He does have the car, man. I'll tell you what, he is really showing some muscle out there today, Jeff.
Yeah.
Ballard, 4th place for Delonte. Back behind him, they're 2 and 3 wide. Zoltan and Garrison now. Holy smokes, where did Garrison Hogan come from? Man. And David Shutt.
Yeah.
Shutt to the inside of Garrison Hogan, bringing Femi Olat right along with them, and they're both going to pass Garrison Hogan. Man, I'm telling you, these guys are working their way back up to the front really quick. Really quick. Back behind him, Tyler Sifford getting around Bryce Senesac. Into the top 9. Senesac trying to come back on the inside, and at the line it's going to be Tyler Sifford just by a nose. Senesac underneath him, driving into turn 1, and it looks, no, Tyler's coming back on the outside. And he does hold off Bryce Senesac for now. But David Shutt, Femi Olat, what a move that they made going to the front. Golly, man, that was crazy good right there. What do you think of Jake Nichols?
Oh,
Jeff, I mean, this guy's amazing every single week. How does he do it?
Good question. I don't know.
I mean, you know, you got to think about the pressures that he feels every race, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, as a driver, you know, I mean, the pressure's on for you to try to win, to try to get as many stage points as you can, to try to pull away from the field, which he's doing right now. He's out there over half a second ahead of Nate Trito. He knows that his, you know, his strongest competitor right now, I think, is Ben Nelson. You know, he said that they're friends off the track, but on the track, it's all about business. And now Ben's struggling to keep up with him right now.
Yeah.
Good pass here. Femi Olat getting around David Shutt. Femi working his way a little closer to the front there. Comes up on Zoltan Hertzog. Yeah, that's a lot of pressure for a driver to have to deal with race after race. You know, to try to, you know, and you look at the season when you start out and you think, okay, you maybe have a good race or a bad race in there or something like that. And you think, my season's over, and you come back the next week and you win, and you know that now you think, okay, now maybe my season can turn around.
Oh,
and,
exactly.
You know, and I'm going to kind of go back to Stephanie there. I mean, she's picked up a couple of positions in the last couple of weeks. She's not out of this by any means whatsoever.
No.
That's why I hate to see her throw in the towel. I mean, you just can't throw in the towel when you're still in the hunt, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, she left chat. She's ignoring me. Femi Olat, David Shutt still having a good battle here going on, and they've got Garrison Hogan sitting behind them, wondering which one to go with. The one on the right, the one on the left. Which one do I go with? Which one am I going to get the best speed? Femi Olat does clear David Shutt, but I think Shutt's gonna come back. He takes a look. He's back to the inside. This is a good race between those two. I'll tell you what, there's both of those guys love the competitiveness between them.
Yes.
Yeah, we know Ben's a good tire saver, but you know, with the laps winding down like this here, and him being 1.2 seconds behind the leader right now, it's not really that good of a time right now to be saving tires. You know, because Jake's out there, he's got the whole track, and even though he's fast, he's probably still saving a little bit of tires. He's just trying to stay ahead of Nate Trito right now. I think all these guys have learned a lot about how to save their equipment. That's kind of a key feature, key deal there with these guys. You know, you got to save that tire in case somebody does come up there and challenge you for that position. You've got to have the tire to stay ahead of them.
Oh yeah.
And I think they're still gonna have to stop one more time. So, I mean, we're coming to, we got about 35 to go. Be 34 to go at the line. So they could probably make it on fuel, but tires, I don't know, man. That's a long ways to go on the same set of tires. Their speeds are slowing down already. Have slowed down by about a second. About a second. So and that's a lot. That's a lot. Ben now 1.4 seconds behind the leader. Zoltan Hertzog, he has got a mirror full of Femi Olat and David Shutt. Man, There's another one. I would not want to be Zoltan right now, man. As good a racer as he is, man, I'm telling you what, he has got a rear full of, he knows these guys are very fast. Femi looks to the inside. Zoltan, not sure if he wants to battle too hard with them, but he does want to hold on to that position.
Oh, yeah.
He comes back quite nicely right there. Stays ahead of him. This is quite the pack of cars right here. Femi Olat, David Shutt, Delonte Ballard, Garrison Hogan. That's a pretty power-packed mid-pack field right there. You know, fifth on back. A little ways back to Bryce Senesac now. He's got another pack of cars behind him. Tyler Sifford, Bobby Zielinski, Bobby Cheney, Brett Pancari, Robert Burris, all these guys in that pack. All the way back here to... And then they got another pack, Ethan Kurtz, which we've seen Ethan there get damage on his car from for causing that wreck there. That the one time they're getting into the back of somebody. And here comes Sean Williams to the inside for that position. These guys battling about 6.5 seconds behind the leader, and Ethan Kurtz is not giving Sean too much of that track to make that pass complete. He's going to beat him at the line, but man, the pass is not complete. Aaron Cummings in 17th. Brian Hunt with a lot of damage on his car, trying to complete that pass on Aaron. I think he might have done it, or he's pretty close to making that happen. Yes, he does make it happen. Even though he's got damage, he is a little faster than Aaron. Back up front, Jake Nichols pulling away from Nate Trito. 3/4 of a second.
Yeah, Jake, Nate, and Ben and Zoltan have all been on their game today, along with David Shutt. And just any one of these guys, I think, Rudy, can get that win here today.
Oh, you bet. Well, now, if you were going to pit, knowing that, okay, we're down to, what, 29 laps here at the line.
Yeah.
If you were going to pit, when would you pit? Maybe like at 20 to go, or...
I mean, you can't go too far because, I mean, once you do, you know, all the other guys that are pitting, you know, they're going to, you know, just get you. So, I mean, this is a really strategic thing that the driver has to think about and has to really kind of pinpoint while he's racing to really see what he wants to do. Some drivers may watch other drivers and see when they go down and follow suit, and some others might just be on a totally different strategy where they're like, well, I'm just going to stay out and run this thing dry and then come in. And that sometimes may not be your best bet.
I don't really know what to think right now with these guys. If they can make it the rest of the way, and you know, and you kind of said a mouthful there about how these guys. If I'm just going to pick on Ben Nelson for a minute. Let's say Ben Nelson pits. All right. Well, he's probably going to go a lap down or close to a lap down, and he's going to have new tires on that car, but he's going to have to make up that whole space that he's got to go up to the leader. And if the leader never pits, okay, then you know, the leader could just walk away with the win.
No, for sure.
But now if Jake Nichols pits, which, you know, that would really, and nobody else pitted, then he would be stuck. So it's kind of, he's got to kind of follow suit with what the rest of the field does. And I'm sure he's watching Ben's watching him. You got guys, Femi Olat's fast. Femi's watching them guys too. So they're all playing a mind game right now. Okay, who's the first guy that's going to come to pit road, if anybody is going to come to pit road?
No, of course. I mean, it all is a mind game, you know, when it gets down to this part of the race.
Sure. Let's see. They were all on pit road last on lap 47. Some actually pitted on lap 50.
Yeah.
Or 49, excuse me. So, you know, like guys back here. But these guys were hurt Nicholas Kressel, David Shutt pitted on lap 48, so he can make it the rest of the way. I'm pretty confident he can. But now if you take Jake Nichols was last on pit road on lap 42, I do believe. So that would be 58 laps out there on them tires. Oh man. I really don't know what to think about that.
No, I don't either.
40, 40, what did I say, 50 laps compared to, what did I say? Doggone it. Let's see. 48 laps compared to 51 laps.
Yeah.
That's only 3 lap difference, but 3 laps can win or lose. We've seen it a lot, Jeff.
Oh, we have.
Zoltan Hertzeg coming up on Ben Nelson. And Zoltan has quickly became a rival here of Ben Nelson and Jake Nichols lately. Man, I'll tell you, he's been on his A game this whole season.
He has. I mean, as I said, we used to talk about, Cody Miller being the most improved driver. Well, I would say right now Zoltan's taking that, limelight from Cody, because we just seen, Zoltan was kind of, in the same, mix as Cody was. He wasn't having too good of races here and there, and when he would get up there and run good, he'd kind of, just have something that would, keep him from getting a good finish. But here of late, he's been getting excellent finishes. He's got a win, and he's just been driving that car a whole lot harder than what he was, and he's really stepped up his game. So I think there's going to be a lot coming from Zoltan here in the future.
Oh, I think so too, yeah. And then, now he's just taking a look here. He's going to beat Ben to the line. And wow, slide job up in front of him like that. Oh, man. And Ben's going to try to make a comeback here, but Zoltan's going to block him a little bit. So Zoltan into third, but he's 2.6 seconds behind the leader, Jake Nichols. Femi Olat, which came from 24th. And I'll tell you what, these three right here, what a pack of drivers right there. And Delonte, I know Delonte's always fast. He's hanging on to the draft there of David Shutt and Femi Olat, and doing excellent. This is really good. He needed this to try to keep him into the top 10 here, because he kind of faded there for a little while, and see what he can do to try to make that comeback. Garrison Hogan coming from 13th to 8th. Bobby Zielinski now breaks inside the top 10 here. He started 9th, running in 9th. Bobby Cheney started 7th and is back in 10th. That's your top 10 right now, folks. I don't know what happened to Tyler Sifford, but man, he is off the pace back here, 15th. He is not hanging very good right now. Aaron Cummings, I'm kind of missing something here. How is? Oh, these guys are okay. Aaron's the last car on the lead lap. Okay, now I got it right. So now I'm seeing what happened here. It looks like a lot of the guys in the back of the field have pitted.
Yeah.
Okay, from Tyler Sifford on back, they have pitted. And Nate Trito now is on pit road, and he is struggling on pit road. Man, he still can't get. Oh my gosh, this is horrible for Nate.
Yeah.
Oh, after such a beautiful run today.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, man.
And breaking news, we got more drivers coming down pit road. We got Zoltan Hertzeg and some drivers following him down, so they're starting, Rudy.
So they are going to have to come to pit road. Going to see when Jake's going to come in, if he's going to come in. I'm sure Ben probably wants to stay out there and lead a lap to get a bonus point, but he is 4 seconds behind the leader right now. Let's see if...
Yeah.
And Jake is coming in. Yes, Jake coming into pit road. Oh, man, he almost locks it up, though. And that does give Ben Nelson the lead. Ben's going to lead a lap. Now, the news is, I think David Shutt might have enough fuel to make it. I'm not really sure. It's gonna be really close. And you know, the thing of it is I don't think you gotta want to see these guys be out here too awful long on these older tires now that the leaders come to pit road, because we know Jake is fast. I have a feeling we're going to see Ben Nelson come to pit road here real soon. I don't know. He might just, gosh, I can't imagine him staying out there that long. But if he does have a huge lead like that, you never know. Femi Olat now into second. Femi's yet to be to the front. Ben did get a bonus point there for leading the lap, though. I guess he already led a couple. Okay, that was the other leader. David Shutt in third. Bobby Zielinski fourth. Bobby Cheney fifth. Brett Pancari sixth. Ethan Kurtz seventh. Aaron Cummings eighth.
What's going on now?
And Jake Nichols now back out on the track is in ninth. Huh? What? Jeff, what'd you say? I can't hear Jeff.
Yeah, I'm having some mic issues again. Hang on.
Okay. Wow, this is getting really interesting now to see what these guys can do. Jake Nichols is going to be, he is 37 and a half seconds behind the leader, Benjamin Nelson. And we're just wondering if Ben, if David, if any of these guys in the front are ever going to come to pit road, or if they even have to come to pit road. Now Jake's chopping the time down, but I don't think there's enough race. There's not enough laps left for him to get up there. I don't know. Boy, this is going to be interesting to see how this is going to get played out here. Ben Nelson still on the track, still leading. David Shutt second. Femi Olat third. Waiting to see if these guys are going to come to pit road or not. I mean, even lap cars are going by Ben Nelson right now. Bryce Senesac just drove around. The Bryce is in 15th. He just got back on the lead lap. So I'm kind of wondering now if they've got something planned up here, Jeff. I don't know, man. This is the laps are winded down, and if Ben stays out here, golly, man, this could. He's clutching it.
Oh, is he?
I think he, well, maybe not. It sounded like he might have been clutching it for a second there. We've seen him do it before.
Yeah.
Won a race, I think it was at Michigan. And that was a sister track to this, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, this track has the similarities of Michigan, so I'm just saying, you know, it's a possibility he could be.
Could be just staying out here. I mean, gosh, if he pitted now, man, that would really throw things off, because I think David Shutt's got enough fuel to make it.
Yeah.
And it would probably be kind of pushing it, you know, close, but Zielinski, Femi Olat, Bobby Cheney, all these guys, and they are closing up on the leader, Ben Nelson, right now. Ben backed it off quite a bit. Only 1.3 seconds back to second place, and those guys are closing. Yeah, he's clutching it. He is clutching it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is clutching it, folks. Tell you what, here, we'll let you listen in. Let me get to the cockpit view here and listen in as he comes into turn 3. He is clutching it. We've seen him do it before. We've seen him do it. That's not a big surprise there. Jake Nichols now in 9th, thinking, man, oh man, if I could have just saved a little more fuel. But, you know, leading 77 laps here today, getting the stage win, now mired back in 9th place. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. down to 27 seconds behind the leader. Sure, he's chopped a lot of time off, but the time's running out right now, Jeff.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I just got somebody said RWR said 42 ain't stopping. So, yep. So I don't know that. Ooh, poor Jake, boy. I just that's just a sad situation all the way around. And and another bad part of it is he's got no partner back here, nobody to use a draft off of. So he's just racing by himself back here with brand new tires, but 24 seconds behind the leader. I'm sure he's gaining a lot of time, but coming to 10 to go this time by.
Yep. Oh, Nate Trado takes his car behind the wall.
He's probably upset about that bad pit stop he had.
Yeah.
And I would be too. I mean, they've tightened that pit box up so much now that, you know, it's unbelievable. Well, Bobby Zielinski just took over second place, passing Femi Olat, David Shutt.
Yeah, but now David Shutt's trying to get around Femi Olat. And look who's in the midst of this as well, Rudy, Bobby Cheney.
I know it. Just took over third. He passed right along with Bobby Zielinski. Coming to 9 to go. Ben Nelson has been clutching it in the corners, but I don't know. His clutching days might be over. He's probably going for it now. He's probably saying, well, no, he's still clutching it. He's still clutching it. We'll ride along with Ben Nelson here as he comes down into turn 3 here. You'll hear him clutch it, folks. Oh, yeah. Big time. Let's see if Zielinski is. No, Zielinski's not clutching it. Shut.
I think these guys behind Ben are probably good on fuel.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. You know, they don't have no worries about fuel. And Ben's, you know, he's got to be feeling it right now. Those guys are closing in on him just like a pack of hungry wolves, you know.
Especially Bobby Zielinski.
Yeah, I know. My son Aaron in 7th. He's up to 7th. Woo! Go, Aaron, go! Go, Aaron, go! Go, go, go!
Yeah, man, this is a great run for him.
Yeah, he did the same fuel strategy that they did. Making that late pit stop might have been the key here. I don't know. But if he can, I don't know if he's going to be able to hold off Jake Nichols. Jake's coming pretty quick now.
Yeah, you can really tell Jake's is clicking the time off on the laps.
Yeah, he got around Ethan Kurtz with no problem. And he's into 8th. Zielinski now down to 0.8 of a second. Lap cars going by there. Looks like Ryan Hunt. He clears Bobby Zielinski easily. Ryan just trying to get back on the lead lap now with that damaged car. And I don't think it's going to be a problem for him to get back on the lead lap, but to make it all the way around here, 6 laps to go, folks. And boy, Ben Nelson's all over that track right now. He's trying to break the draft of them guys. He's trying every trick that he can think of to hold them guys back there. And, you know, it might have been a good thing for him to do because with the amount of laps that are left right here and knowing that them guys are right behind him, you know, they've caught up to him enough within a half a second of him. But with 5 laps to go, can they catch him and pass him?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Has he saved enough fuel? They've worn their tires out as much as he's worn his out.
Yep.
Yeah, Jake Nichols did get around Aaron, so he's in 7th now, 16 seconds back with only 5 to go. So, man, it was poor planning, poor pit strategy for Jake Nichols that cost him the race today. I'm sure he's going to make sure that his pit crew never does that again.
I bet you.
Well, Ben's not saving fuel anymore, I don't think, because, boy, he's got a mirror full of Bobby Zielinski.
I mean, yeah. I mean, just look at the margin those guys gained on him right now. He's working with lap traffic here. That's Ryan Hunt. And Ryan's not giving up that easy. He's kind of racing hard with him here, which I figured that the lap down car would just, let him go. But he's actually kind of racing like he's a position car.
Well, Ryan's pulling away now, so maybe he'll be good to go. And that's good for Ben Nelson because he can use a little draft off of Ryan Hunt right now to try to stay ahead of these guys. Zielinski he's got Cheney and Femi Olat. I don't even know if he's gonna be able to hold off those guys.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean,
Cheney.
This could be, Bobby Cheney. Wow.
Oh my gosh! Oh, big wiggle.
Man, he just tried to thread the needle.
He did. Well, I think he was meant to stay high, but Zielinski come right up underneath him like that and took that position. Cheney to the bottom.
Cheney to second.
Man, I'm telling you, look at this move. Bobby Cheney, he's got that momentum coming out of that win there a couple weeks ago at Daytona. And, man, that's got to feel good enough for him to really get up there and try to do well again. And here he is. I mean,
he's starting to reel in Nelson a little bit here.
Just a few feet away from maybe his second win this season.
Wow.
Coming to 2 to go. Wow, what a turn of events here. I'm telling you.
Oh, no. I think Nelson's out of fuel.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That's going to give the lead up to Bobby Cheney.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben Nelson may be out of fuel, folks. He is.
He's still going.
He's out of fuel.
There he goes. Nope, car just shut off. He's slowing down. He's out.
Oh, no. He tried to save it, but Femi Olat's not going to let Bobby Cheney get the win here.
Well, that ain't over yet. They're calling the white flag.
Right. Cheney been a little loose on that high side. He's got it at the line, so if that was the last lap, he would have won it, but they got one more to go.
Man, but Bobby's looking strong on the outside, but Femi got the run on the bottom.
Oh, he drove it in there a bit too hard. Cheney might show, and he's blocking Cheney. Oh, my gosh.
Man, but Cheney's going to get the run on the bottom here.
Holy smokes, these guys
this race ain't over.
Holy smokes.
Might have been right there. Something happened to Femi right there. He bobbled a little bit.
Could have took the air off of him. It's going to be a drag race to the line.
Oh, man. I think Cheney's got it. Femi's out of fuel.
Femi's out of gas. Oh, my gosh. He raced him too hard, and Bobby Cheney wins it.
Wow.
What a finish, folks. Oh, my God. If you missed this race, I feel bad for you, man. I feel bad. I really feel bad for you.
Yeah.
That was an amazing finish.
I'll be honest with you. Congratulations to Bobby Cheney, but I did not see this happening tonight. This was like a wild card event.
Oh, my gosh. Jake Nichols comes home 5th. Poor Ben Nelson, man. Finishes 16th. Trying to make it on fuel.
Yeah.
Oh. Man, I'll tell you. All right, well, we'll get these guys down here in just a second, folks, and congratulate them. So hang on a minute. We'll get them in here to talk to them. All right, we got the winner in the booth with us here, Bobby Cheney. Wow, what an amazing run, beating all those guys to the line. Tell me about that drag race there with David Shot.
Yeah, I knew when we got that caution there, I think it was like 48, 47 to go. It was going to be close. I went in and topped off. Me and Zielinski did, and I was just going to run Zielinski's pace because he's pretty much the GOAT of this league, and I knew he was on the same strategy as I was, so I just rode behind him for them last, 40-something laps, and just ran his pace because I knew he was saving. And then finally he went, and I was like, man, I actually think I'm going to make this. So I went hard to catch Shutt and Femi, and then backed it down a little bit, played around with him, and then went hard. And then I knew Ben was going to run out. That wasn't even a question. We weren't worried about him. And I just figured it's time to go and just stayed in it. I knew Femi was going to be really close. He was shorter than I was, but we had a good battle there. But man, that's awesome.
This is two wins now for you this season. This is really setting a tone here for you. How much of that momentum did you carry over from that win here just a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, a lot. I mean, it gives you some confidence. I mean, I'm not necessarily, on the speed charts fast with these guys, but I felt like I was the top 6th or 7th car tonight. Marcus Richardson actually taught me how to race his track, so he worked with me a lot here. So I knew I'd be decent, but I wouldn't imagine being as fast as most of them guys. But it was fun. Like I said, just had to be patient there, and it's tough to back off your pace and run a certain pace because as a driver you just want to go hard every lap, but you just got to discipline yourself and do it. And that's what I did, and just ended up bringing home the win. It's awesome.
I'm telling you, that was one heck of a win. I'm glad to see you in victory lane again. This is starting to be a regular thing now with you. Maybe we'll see you in victory lane a little more. Maybe you changed your pace up a little bit and changed your I mean, we've seen you threading the needle there a couple times. We've seen you loose as all get out. The car kind of kicked around there a little bit, but you kept your foot right in it and didn't lose that position. So, but great race out there today, Bobby. Oh my gosh, how good does it feel to win here at Auto Club today?
It feels good. I mean, like I said, Marcus Richardson showed me how to get around this place, so I knew I'd be halfway decent. Just the fuel, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. The run up there with Zielinski and them.
I mean, thinking about the talent that was out here, I feel bad for Jake Nichols having to make that pit stop because that cost him a lot right there after leading 77 laps today. That's a real heartbreaker. But looking at the talent that you were in there with David Shutt and Bobby Zielinski, Femi Olat coming from the back of the field to the front, Jake Nichols almost running out of fuel. Ben Nelson did run out of fuel. The talent you were in there with and you pull out a win today, and I'm not saying you're not talented because you are. But I'm just saying, the talent you were in, the mixed company you were in, this has got to feel bittersweet.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just, like I said, me and Zielinski started the last 2 cars on that restart. We were the final 2 cars, and we just went through the field. And it was fun. Learned a lot, and we'll take the wins. I don't feel bad for any of them guys that had to pit. So that's good for them that they had to pit because that's what helped me out.
Yeah, so, definitely.
We'll take her no matter how you get it. Sometimes you win them on fuel and restricted plate races. That's the way it goes. If you don't like it, tough.
Well, we seen Ben Nelson win at Michigan here. I think it was last season. He won at Michigan by saving fuel, clutched it, and he was doing that again tonight. And we thought, is he going to make it? And then when he ran out of fuel with a couple to go, it was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. He was just that close, But you pulled out the win here today, Bobby. That's all that matters, man. You didn't lead any lap but the last one. So congratulations to you. Who you got to thank for it?
I just need to thank all the viewers that tuned in tonight. All the guys out there that come out every week. I know the guys that are committed and come out and enjoy and committed and show up every week and race. I got to thank all the drivers tonight that do that. They know who they are. And the guys that are not committed know who they are. I got to thank the Sim Speed Shop for sponsoring this race. They sponsor the series. They sponsor Jake Nichols, so I got to thank them guys for coming on board and helping out. They help us out a lot, and I got to thank all them guys over there. And I thank you for broadcasting. Like I said, all the viewers and all that. It was awesome. We're gonna go celebrate tonight.
You bet.
Got all the side hose on here. We're ready to roll, man.
Well, break open that bottle of wine you've been saving back there, or a bottle of whiskey, or whatever did you get, and crack that baby open and have a big slug of it. So congrats on your win, Bobby. I can't wait to see what you're going to do next week.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, you got the second there, Jeff?
Well, Bobby Zielinski, you got a copy?
Yep.
Well, Bobby and Bobby back-to-back tonight, so that's actually a first I haven't seen for quite a while. But I saw your post there, and you that was the best fuel ever saved in, but I've seen you before here at Auto Club, Bobby, before. What's the word? The stage. I lost it there for a minute. The stages got implemented into SRA where you went the whole entire halfway portion of the race and done it on one pit stop and come home and got the win. So with that being said, and what you said just a little bit ago, tell me what the differences are compared with having a stage thrown in there and actually having no stages and going to the halfway point and pitting and then making it all the way from that halfway point.
I think that race you mentioned from a couple of years ago, that was more so less saving and more like, I think everyone just kind of ran the wrong strategy, and I was fortunate that I ran the right one. I think it was like I think it was after a build, and everyone didn't know how like tires would wear. But this one was, much different. In the stage, it makes it less fuel mileage right away, right? So like once the stage comes out, it's 60 to go, and or something like that, and you pit in the middle because there's no way you can go 60 laps on fuel. We barely would just went on 45. But then you get a caution at the right time, you can have a fuel mileage race, and those are always fun. And I'd hit the wall twice tonight, just totally, I don't know, stupid. Hit the wall, gave myself like 40 seconds total damage. So I was already in the back, and I'm just like, well, I'm looking at the laps remaining. Might as well try to make it on fuel here, because I know you can probably make it 45 laps if you save a little. And that's what we went for. But I think the fact that I had that damage and it was slowing me down on the end of the straights made it so I couldn't save as much, with the more drag. And so it was hard. I barely made it on fuel. I ran out across the line. I was just trying to stay ahead of everybody and somehow save enough, but I wasn't able to do it. But that was a blast.
Wow. Yeah, that was a fun ending to watch there. But, since you said you didn't, think you had enough and you did run out the line, if you would have had a little bit more fuel, what would have it taken to get to that, winning position? I mean, we saw, Ben Nelson and Jake Nichols and all those guys up there, racing hard. David Shutt was up there as well. And, if it wouldn't have been this scenario to where you would have ran out of fuel and it would have been a fuel mileage race and you were still in the same situation as you were, what would you have done to get up there and get that win?
With the damage, it wouldn't have been possible. I think it was just slowing me down too much. It was a significant amount in terms of racing for the win. I think I would have been like 7th, 8th if we didn't have fuel mileage and thing kind of went clean. That's about where I was running before everyone started pitting, and I was catching a few people. And then those last few laps, I was Femi and Bobby were right on me, and I was looking at my fuel, and I'm like, I'm just gonna let them go and make sure I make it, because if I didn't let them go, I wasn't gonna make it. And it gave me a chance to get second because Femi ran out. So it was, man, what a race! Like, you have no clue how like being in that situation, like playing games with the other drivers, like trying to make them go faster, and then like trying to hold them up just a good amount while you're clutching, entering a corner. It's like there's so much going on, and I've never been too great at saving fuel, so. It's one of the happiest seconds I've gotten, I think, in this league.
Well, Bobby, that just moved you up to 3rd in the points, and you're only 18 points behind Jake Nichols right now in 3rd.
Interesting. Oh, that means that both the drops went in, or I think, both the drops went in.
Yep.
So, all right, cool. Like I said this before, I'm not really focused on title. I'm just focused on having fun and trying to win these races, and I didn't win tonight, but that was fun.
Yes, I was going to say, it sounded like you did have fun tonight. Well, Bobby, it's got 2nd place tonight, so congratulations on that. But what's your thoughts coming into next week's race at Chicagoland?
I don't know. We'll see how she goes. Just another intermediate track, and go out there and have fun.
All right. Well, Bobby, do you have anybody you'd like to give thanks or shout out to before you go celebrate your 2nd place finish tonight?
Yeah, shout out to all the guys out there racing tonight. We had some fun. Shout out to Virtual Racing School in the car, and going to SimSport.
Awesome. All right, Bobby. Well, once again, congratulations and good luck next time.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, Rudy.
All right, David Shutt, you got a copy.
Yeah, Rudy, what's up?
Well, David, you made it, brother. You come in 3rd there, but tell me about the battle there at the end. How much fuel were you saving right there at the very end?
I was saving, I'd say more than the others. I just wanted to make sure I made it. I really didn't. I mean, really wasn't worried about Cheney. Because he's not up there too often, so I was more worried about Zelinsky and Jake and Ben. So I was racing them to see if I could beat them. Right. So I got most of them. I'm just kind of set it a goal to hopefully win at least the regular season in terms of the points. That's what I want. That's what I want to do. So it was an all right race. It was an interesting fuel mileage. I know I won a Nork race, I think, here, so I knew that there was going to be some fuel mileage, and I pitted one lap before they topped off. Right. Because I wanted more track position. I was hoping they would burn some of that gas up coming through the field, which I think they did, but it was really close. So it was a fun race. But looking to move forward, hopefully something a little bit more side by side racing, hard racing. I like that a little bit more than fuel races.
Well, you and Femi battled it up there quite a bit. Now, you said you were trying to save fuel with that battling going on like that, and you were side by side for quite a few laps and passing each other here and there. You weren't too worried about saving fuel right at that point, though, were you?
No, we were all saving fuel. It was just the way we were saving fuel. We would mess up the turn. It was weird. It wasn't complete hard racing because if either of us really wanted to pass the other guy, we would have. It was kind of just gamesmanship for the last run.
Heck yeah.
So
a lot of mind
games. Glad it's over. Looking forward to next week.
Yeah, a lot of mind games going on out there. We caught that one because, man, I'll tell you what, with Jake, the way he was going, we weren't sure if he had enough fuel to make it. Ben, he was trying to save fuel and would come up a couple laps short. That cost him dearly. And like you said, everybody out there trying to save fuel. The mind games that were going on was because nobody was sure of anything, I mean, only maybe like you guys were maybe in the same room together in TeamSpeak, you knew what, each other, maybe you only had a lap of fuel left and you got 3 to go or whatever. But, you guys were totally unsure of some of these other drivers. But great race out there today, David. You pulled out a third place finish here today. Now, you did lose the point lead, but I guess it because the drops were put in or something. So, but you're only 9 points behind Jake Nickel right now. So that can be easily made up.
Well, actually, the points weren't completely updated with the stage points and everything, so I still have the lead by 9 points. So that was my goal. I'm still in the lead.
How come?
If you refresh it, it should change. They got to put in the stage and different kind of things.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. Well, I didn't see
had
that.
Switched and then it switched back. I've been refreshing it, so yeah, I still got the point lead. Got a big gap over Zoltan and the rest of the field.
Oh yeah.
So just trying to win the regular season. I think that's a good goal to make.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry I didn't look at that. Man, I thought I had it in there. Yeah, you're right.
You did. It just changed.
Yep.
It takes a little bit for him to put them all up.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, good luck next week at Chicago Lane. What do you think about running there, going from a 2-mile track to back down to 1.5 miles?
I'll just race the race. We've been there so many times that we know the track's real good. It's a home track, probably my favorite 1.5 miles. So looking for a win next week.
Well, now, I gotta. This is a very good question that I got to ask you about. I know you're very good at road course racing, David. I've seen you many times really good at road courses. You got Bathurst coming up here, and that looming in the distance. I know you're probably going to be doing some practicing on that and everything, but how do you think that race will go?
No idea. If Zelinsky and Freddie race, I'd expect them to finish 1 and 2. Not sure what order, but rest of the field, I definitely really enjoy road racing. It's a
top 5 then.
Oh yeah, definitely top 5 is my goal. A win's my goal.
Yeah,
always. But we'll see. Bathurst is a really hard track.
It is.
You make one mistake, hit the wall, your race is done. So we'll see. I'm definitely looking forward to it, though.
All right, brother. Well, who you got to thank for your 3rd place finish tonight?
I'd like to thank all of our broadcasters and drivers for showing up. Thanks, guys.
All right. We'll see you next week at Chicagoland, David. Good luck.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right, with our winner here tonight, let's see, let's run down through the final results. All right, Bobby Cheney coming home with the win. Boy, what a surprising finish that was, Jeff. Man, I'm telling you, that was an amazing finish. The guys ran out of fuel that we didn't think were going to run out of fuel. Some guys we thought could make it, couldn't make it. Oh, it was like, oh my gosh. Anyhow, it was crazy. Bobby
I mean, even some drivers thought that, you know, like when we talked to them, some drivers knew that they weren't going to make it, but me and you, we thought they were. So,
yeah,
I mean, you know.
I know. It was crazy out there.
It was.
Zielinski coming home second, David Shutt third, Femio lap fourth, and Jake Nichols tried to come back. I mean, he come all the way back up to fifth, but after leading the most laps today, he finishes almost 10 seconds behind the leader, about 9.9 seconds behind Bobby Cheney. And even though those guys were saving fuel, it just wasn't enough time or laps left. Maybe if he would have had another 4 or 5 laps, he might have been up there battling with them guys. But it was disappointing to see him lead 77 laps today and come home in fifth. In sixth place, we got Zoltan Herzog, Delonte Ballard in seventh, Aaron Cummings finishing in eighth place. Whoa, go Aaron! Woohoo! Garrison Hogan, 9th. Robert Burris rounds out the top 10. Jeff?
Yep, Tyler Sifford will finish 11th tonight. Bryce Sinisak will finish in 12th. Ethan Kurtz will finish 13th. Ryan Hutt will finish 14th. Brett Pincari will finish 15th. Ben Nelson, man, what a terrible night for him as well. He started on the pole position. We thought he had this race in the bag, and then he ends up running out of fuel, and he will finish 16th position, sadly 1 lap down. James Coolbally will finish in 17th. Sean Williams in 18th. Cody Miller will finish 19th. Nate Trado, don't really know what happened there, but man, just a bummer for him. He had a great run going too, and he's going to finish tonight in 20th. Nicholas Caressa will finish 21st. Brad Bothwell in 22nd. Stephanie Lessentine, another one that just, you know, man, just can't catch a break, Rudy, and just seems like every time she's racing, it just seems like something just comes her way that doesn't need to, and it gets her caught up into a mess and a peck of trouble, and she'll sadly finish 23rd. But hopefully, maybe she'll get back up on that high horse, and she'll be back next week with her, mind cleared and just maybe have a better race. Josh Robin will finish 24th, and Freddie De La Rosa will finish in 25th.
All right, very good. Well, congratulations again to our winner here, Bobby Cheney, making 2 races, winner's circle 2 races this season. That's great, man. I can't wait to see what he's going to do next week at Chicagoland. So, all right, for SRA and SimSpeedShop.com, thanks for watching tonight, folks. And we'll catch you next time here on MaxSpeedTV. Till then, stay safe and have a good night.
MaxSpeedTV would like to thank our partners here at MaxSpeedTV, starting with the Colby Eye Paints. If you're in the market for a new paint job for your car, check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Need a replica paint of your real-life car? Colby's Eye Paints has you covered. Check out Colby Eye Paints on Facebook. Also by Hershey Design. Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphics shop. If you're in need of an iRacing paint, league, team, or business logo, or want the logo on some sweet swag, hit up Orion at the Hershey Design Company. You can find them on Facebook by searching HERSHY Design Company. Also by the Sim Speed Shop, SimSpeedShop.com. You can check them out for all your iRacing sim needs. Ohio IndyCar League jumping on board this season with as an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. They are also accepting not just patrons from Ohio, but from all over. Also, iBog for all your iRacing broadcast overlay graphics done specifically by Jason Allison. one of the masters at it. So thank you to Jason. And also, last but not least, Wise Guys. You can check them out at Reverb Nation. That is spelled with a Z. So check them out on Reverb Nation. We would like to thank all of the sponsors at MaxSpeedTV and partners.